Palm Beach International Airport with your Palm Beach Post presidential tarmac team. It's the third Friday in a row that we have witnessed that. I'm George Bennett, staff writer. Thomas Cordy is if you're just joining us, Air Force One has just landed at Palm Beach International Airport.
I can also tell you, you're asking about the president.
I'm not a pilot, but I think he really stuck that landing.
It's very tight as well.
And now he's down at the eastern end of the runway. And counterclockwise turn.
You've got the snipers on the roof here on the building surrounding the vehicle. We can tell you, we believe from reports that Steve Bannon is on board, chief advisor.
There's a crowd here. You might see him later of maybe 80 Trump supporters who are gathered here in hopes that he will come over and greet him. 2 weeks ago when he landed, he did come over to the crowd and shook hands for a little while. Last week he had the Prime Minister Japan with him and did not come over to the crowd. So it's always kind of guessing game whether he's going to interact with folks here. It's the kind of suspense that makes these Air Force One moments such compelling watching. President Trump this weekend is going to be going on Saturday to a campaign rally up in Melbourne. He's also potentially going to be interviewing candidates at Mar-a-Lago for the National Security Advisor's job. On Twitter today, President Trump said that there are 4 finalists for the job. Again, if you're just joining us, we are at Palm Beach International Airport, and Air Force One has just landed. President Donald Trump is on board. His daughter Ivanka and her husband Jared Kushner are with him. We know that Reince Priebus, the Chief of Staff, and Steve Bannon, senior counselor to the president, made the trip. Don't believe Melania Trump is on this trip. This is the 3rd week in a row that President Trump has visited Palm Beach, where he has his Mar-a-Lago home, his second home. Palm Beach Post team tarmac coverage. We've got Thomas Cordy on the video. I'm George Bennett, staff writer. And award-winning photographer Alan Eystone is also with us. Now you see that plane pulling up. That's a 30-year-old aircraft, President Trump was saying earlier today when he was at a Boeing facility in South Carolina. As we mentioned earlier, there's maybe 80 supporters of Donald Trump that are here on the runway off to our left. We might get a look at him later. And they're hoping that the president will come over, as he did 2 weeks ago, and shake hands with him. Now you're getting a look at that staircase being wheeled out to Air Force One. It's a precision operation. It's not just anybody can do that. Now, coming out of the back of the plane, I think out of camera range right now, you have some military personnel coming out of the back stairs. Taking their positions. Motorcade is coming into place. This week it looks like they're going to be using the Chevy SUVs as the presidential vehicle. Last week they had the more traditional limousine. Getting a look at that Chevy Suburban tricked out. And there's the second Suburban. They always have two limousines. Once again, if you're just joining us, Palm Beach Post presidential tarmac team coverage of the arrival of Air Force One here at Palm Beach International Airport. This is the third Friday in a row that President Trump has flown into his second home at Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach. It's just an 11-minute motorcade ride from here to Mar-a-Lago. President Trump should be leaving the plane shortly, taking the short ride over to Mar-a-Lago. This weekend he's got a campaign rally up the coast in Melbourne, and he's also going to be interviewing candidates for the National Security Advisor position that became vacant this week when Mike Flynn resigned. Your videographer today is Thomas Cordy. Motorcade is pulling into place here. There's usually about 30 vehicles in it. Sorry, Facebook Live listeners, I was doing some actual some work for my other journalism job here. My guess is he's going to go over and say hi to the supporters, but I don't know. you just never know till he comes down to the bottom of those